Scum of the Brave, Yuusha no Kuzu, Episode 19 just dropped, shifting Cour 2 into a powerful aftermath episode following EP-18's explosive cathedral siege. After stopping the mass blessing ceremony and confronting Father Elias, the squad must deal with the physical and emotional wreckage while new dangers emerge from the shadows. This one is heavier on consequences, recovery, and quiet tension, setting up the final stretch of Cour 2. In dystopian Tokyo, ether surgery turns mafia bosses into demon lords, and braves are mercenary hunters. Yashiro the Grim Reaper reluctantly mentored Aki Jagamine and her academy squad, Yukain and the late Saera. Cour 1 built their bond through training and hunts before tragedy struck with Saera's sacrifice, academy corruption exposure, and the reveal that Yashiro was the original ether prototype. Cour 1 ended with a bittersweet, pulse-stopping victory. Cour 2 explored fallout doubts and introduced Father Elias, whose holy rituals led to betrayal in EP-16. EP-17 was a tense chase with a tracking mark, and EP-18 delivered an epic cathedral siege where the squad stopped a mass blessing, but paid a heavy price, seemingly concluding the priest arc. Now comes the painful morning after. Hashtag narration. Scars of victory, recovery, reckoning, and new sparks of rebellion. The episode opens in the chaotic aftermath outside the ruined cathedral. Emergency services swarm the area as the squad slips away into hiding. Public opinion is split. Some hail them as heroes who stopped a forced conversion. Others condemn them as terrorists who destroyed a holy site. Yashiro is in rough shape. The combination of the tracking mark, ritual backlash, and pushing his Reaper mode too far has left with severe ether corruption, black veins spreading, constant pain, and reduced power output. The squad holds up in a remote safe house on the city outskirts. Key developments. Aki takes charge, tending to injuries and trying to keep morale up, but she's clearly haunted by the civilians who were partially converted during the siege. Yukain analyzes the data stolen from the cathedral and discovers that not all prototypes were destroyed. Some blessed ones have begun breaking free from academy control, showing signs of independent will. Kage and Haru go on a supply run and witness one of these rogue prototypes protecting civilians from remaining enforcers, hinting at a possible prototype rebellion subplot. Emotional Cour. Yashiro, weakened and better for the first time, has a raw conversation with Aki. He admits he's terrified of becoming like the mindless prototypes he once hunted. Aki refuses to let him give up, echoing his own past words back to him. You taught me that being brave means pushing through the scum. Mid-episode tension spikes when a small squad of academy enforcers tracks him down for a surprise attack. The fight is messy and personal. The squad protects the weakened Yashiro while he forces himself to fight despite the pain. They repel the attackers, but realize the new academy leader, who escaped the cathedral, is still pulling strings from hiding and actively hunting them. The episode ends on a hopeful yet ominous note. The squad receives a mysterious encrypted message from a rogue prototype offering alliance. Post-credits. The new leader, in a secret bunker, activates a final contingency plan while watching footage of the rogue prototypes. If they want rebellion, we'll give them judgment. Vibe? Slower, introspective recovery episode with strong character focus and intriguing new setup for the remaining Cour. OLM handles the tone shift excellently. The safe house scenes use warm, dim lighting and close-up shots to emphasize exhaustion and intimacy. Yashiro's corruption effects are visually disturbing, pulsing veins and flickering ether that make his pain feel real. The surprise enforcer attack is well choreographed, but deliberately scrappier and less polished than Cathedral Siege, showing the squad's fatigue. Character expressions and small details, Aki's bandaged hands, Yashiro's trembling grip on his blade, carry heavy emotional weight. The rogue prototype tease uses eerie, unstable animation that builds curiosity for future episodes. Small nudge? It's slower paced than the previous Siege episode, which works thematically but might test viewers craving constant action. Still, it feels necessary and well executed. EP-19 is a smart breather that gives the characters an audience, time to process the cathedral events while planting seeds for the final Cour 2 arcs. Yashiro's vulnerability and Aki's growth continue to be highlights, and the rogue prototype subplot feels fresh and full of potential. The series continues to excel at showing that victories in this world are never clean. Honest critique? perfectly placed after the high of EP18, though some may find the downtime a bit long. Overall, it deepens investment in the squad and raises stakes for what's coming. 9.3/10 for EP19. Excellent character-focused episode with strong setup. Fingers crossed for Rogue Prototype Alliance drama, Yashiro's recovery arc payoff, and a major confrontation with the remaining Academy forces. Cour 2 is entering its final stretch, and it's getting intense. How do you feel about the Rogue Prototype tease? Team, ally with them, or too risky? Drop your thoughts and hype for next week. This 24 EP journey is peaking. Blackheart Cross Swords.